What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
Try me.
I was kissing her.
Of course, another block scene. Let's get to it. The studio's secret murder. Secretary murder. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Huh? Did you hear that? Boom, boom, boom. She did. Oh, another woman. He's definitely white.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line.
I'm sorry if you can hear that.
40-year-old white.
Of course.
Right, Skipper.
2 new locations.
Moving up to a 45.
Another body.
I want to stop him
Deirdre
with
Muller's
one
ring.
round.
The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass?
I love things
Your
shoved.
old man paid college tuition for?
So is this something like another mission that we did before?
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators,
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
Ooh. So he might not be the killer. The husband of the big red shirt dude that was burning the shoes. He might not be the person. That will look bad on my taste. Let's hope he is. Let's go.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
LAPD.
You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
Ooh. Who is this for?
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Alright, what is this?
Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
Okay.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
To it.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine, and the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
Just the same
How
guy.
do we prove that,
Yeah, how do we prove it?
Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Okay, so there's a chance that the other people that we just talked about aren't the real killers, and we just put them because we could. But we have to make sure because of double jeopardy.
You boys ready? Follow me.
Okay.
We should keep this development.
At least I'm not driving.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. Skipper will decide who needs to know.
got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
Of course. Okay, at least she's not naked this time. No strangulation.
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy,
You're not
Jameson,
black.
stuck around.
I mean, this is
Jameson found the
1948.
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
Because he's
We'll
black.
talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them. What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Another
Any idea of the
strangulation.
time of death?
2.
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
He is very smart. I like him. Let's look at that.
The smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
I don't know what that means. Another ring.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Of course, thank you. Let's hide. Handbag, new clue. There's this. What is it? What is this?
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Upper half of torn letter. There's another one. The keys.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
And this was made in 41. You're right. Thank you. Is this a clue? Regular?
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Maybe.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
You're right. You're so smart. No wonder why your wife likes you. Phelps badge 1247. Say it. Say it. I dare you. Phelps badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk to the witness now.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Thank you. This is why you should always love black people. I love black people.
Detective Phelps, LAPD
Another
homicide.
person.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
Try me.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
Why were you kissing her?
Classic Carmine.
There's no more, of course.
Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Interfering with evidence.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
I have enough time.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
Discovery of victim's body.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I
Oh.
was coming off shift and headed home.
Oh, okay.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Me and some friends. Don't rat your friends out. This is you. I like him. Not because he did that, because he's my favorite character.
You read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Yes.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions
this is
concerning
where,
Evelyn Summers.
No, because I want to save
Walter
this because
Match.
this is where the funny moment.
Evelyn
happens.
Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
This better be on now. I don't care if I'm loud. This is bullshit. You know, I've been recording since this morning, and I didn't realize until now that it was muted. That it was fucking muted. I made like 3 episodes. All of them were like 1 hour long. Each. It's on front. This is on. I hate it. Can't believe it.
The regulars might have something else to tell you, but I don't.
What?
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
How well?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
I can't believe this wasn't all.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
That's a lie. And you know what? I hate everyone.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at
Bowling alley. Now I have to get the audio from
Balling's
here.
Bowling Alley.
And I was talking quietly to this
Wrong.
damn microphone.
I know that place. Corner of 9th and Graham. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
Criminal
Do
history.
you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do we?
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular 5th columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey. What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
I wanted this microphone to work. Well, now it is, because it's not muted now, but it was muted before. Whatever. It is what it is. And what it is bullshit.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Yeah, you
She
never
kept
know.
a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a look around. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
Of course. Bowling pin. There you go.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
What are you trying to say?
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Okay.
She wasn't always such a loner.
Mm-hmm. What's this book?
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
You're right. Further?
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Oh my god. That line. Okay. He wants to lie to my face? Do we interview him in it now? Contact with victim.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
I mean, why would he lie?
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Relationship with victim.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Aww.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow.
She's old now.
And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Damn. Knowledge of McCaffrey.
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
Come in, 11
Car 11K, car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
What do you want?
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
Evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
No way.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. but she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
All right.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Isn't he the cop who won a medal in solving all the cases?
There you go.
Do I need to find someone to look after me, Nina?
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps,
I hate that this was a recording. It pisses me off. But maybe it was a.
I need an address
maybe
for a
that
Grosvenor
my.
McCaffrey.
Maybe my thing was glitching because.
126 Yale Street between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks, ma'am.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
This whole thing would be muted. I Okay. Why do people do that? Like that little twisty leg thing. Like that.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him. Tiernan! LAPD!
The music here. I heard that this was made by the people who made GTA 5.
There!
What are you waiting for? Get after it!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Damn!
These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer!
We're close.
Another runner. At least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Hit him, Cole! Spin him out!
I'm trying.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Alright, shoot tires.
This isn't the killer. We can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Hit him! Clean this asshole up.
That is the end of that. About fucking time.
You're under arrest.
Show me your hands!
Show me those hands, baby. I'm done. I'm sorry. Why did you run? Okay. That song? Ooh, let's not go in yet. Last time I did this, I had to come all the way back down. Number 6.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
It's gonna be Chase.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Barge in. Oh my god.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
No, I didn't. No.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that.
I know he's gonna
Citation,
run.
At least.
Oh, the other half of the letter.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Thank you. He's gonna run. See? Look. Don't say anything. Just go up to him and catch him down.
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Is that Rocky tune? Doo, doo, look. Doo. Doo, doo. Come on. After this, I might play the hot girl mission. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. We're getting closer. Getting closer. Come on. Come on. You're getting close. You don't want me close now, don't you? I'm going close. I'm getting close. Do you want me close, babe? Babe? I'm not gay. And that made me lose him a little bit. Oh, this is where I catch you. This is where I catch you. This is where I catch you. This is where I catch you.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Whoa, bend over.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up.
Tiernan?
I don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you?
Who's Jameson?
Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we?
You're right.
Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Sorry, y'all. I look so disgusting. Oh, so it's still being...
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
All right.
Don't fail me, young Phelps.
What are you trying to say? Where do you go? Start with one.
Why did you run,
Why?
Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Relationship
Can
with
you
Victor?
describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Come on.
Sounds...
This one?
How come this is...
Okay. Okay, so I guess we have to interview this guy first. I hate it.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Damn.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Okay, relationship with victim.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Okay, we have the book. We have the book.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
The book.
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Ah. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
Of course, alibi for McCraffy.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying. Oh, so I'm gonna.
You're gonna need to do better.
Okay. You're lying.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
I hate this because I was scrolling through it and I missed this.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
What?
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
Huh?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
I barely knew Evelyn.
I have no evidence and Square didn't work. I'm skipping this question.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
We'll either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
Alibi for James.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Well, you better remember.
If you don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Shit. Access to murder.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
You look like you're lying.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Damn.
No, don't go. We both want the truth here.
You know you made it if you got that desk.
You really think I'm gonna squeal?
I'm gonna get this
Can you
wrong.
describe? Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle.
A white E?
It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Access to tire iron.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Oh. Yeah, I got that. His accusation said that he put some threats. See?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Ah! You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go, it's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
Events prior to murder.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's
How
lying.
can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
We got McCaffrey's accusation.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
All right.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn.
Damn.
And that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. Was it me?
No.
Wait here.
I'm gonna say it was him. I'm gonna say it was him. I'm sorry.
James Tiernan, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. I believe you didn't know what you were doing. I'll speak to the DA on your behalf. That's the best I can do for you now.
Oh my god. This is what alcohol does to you, folks. Don't drink. If you know what's best for you, don't drink. See, look at him. His life is ruined now because he drank. I'm sorry. He looks angry.
I'm going to assume that you both had very good excuses for what happened in my station today. You had a perfectly good candidate for a capital case, and somehow managed to choose a weak-willed sub-sister, while the murderous Red walks scot-free. I'm having doubts about what you're prepared to do to make a case, Phelps. If ever there was a time for manufacturing evidence or extracting a confession, this was it! Now get out of my sight! Run down pickpockets and fruit flies, and leave the real work for men of substance.
I'm gonna beat his little ass because he wants to be like. Two stars. I still got it. Another block scene? Okay, let's see. Oh, another war thing.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first, then try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and infilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant! Get back off this fucking bridge! They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the...
Damn!
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
He's gonna follow them, see? God damn it. Why can I... Okay, I'm done. Goodbye.